I was not going to change the song there, Chase, but holy cow, that was horrible. Well, that's supposed to be the top 10 hits or whatever of the month, and they all sucked. Alright, so anyhow, put the stuff on the wrong screen. So, alright, we're going to get started here, since everybody can pretty much watch this whenever they want to. Um, this will be a brief about Explosive Sunset for this year. We'll start off with, I wanted to show you guys our map. We'll make this available here shortly. Oh, wait a second. How's it going, everybody? He was jamming. Yeah, right, my ass. Top 10 worst song. Yeah. All right, so basically what we've been working on for the past while, since March, is we we got CP13 up here. There are 2 new buildings there currently right now, and we should have, I think, a couple more buildings right down here at least by the time the event starts. Holy taskbar, yeah, I got a lot of stuff, a lot of stuff. But all, as you can see, these CPs here, these are all the capture points. Well, I shouldn't say capture points; they're spawn points. Those will be the mobile spawn locations that your engineers have to bring to containers to, which if you haven't seen yet are the ones that are in our building along the wall. They're the ammo containers and mortar round containers. So they'll bring 2 of those, any of these capture points, and then now you can spawn there by putting your flag on. Let me double check some here real quick. I forgot to download a image real quick so I can show you guys. Some dubstep. Yeah, I'll pick better music next time. I totally just forgot about it. Oh wait, did I already download these? Oh Jesus, my game drive's almost full.
I'd say so.
We'll have to clear that out.
Might have a buddy. He makes music. I met him through the army. He makes his own music. Might be able to see if he'd let us do some of his stuff. He's I think on SoundCloud. Willing to
And then we
do
gotta
some
make a
stuff.
music video to it.
Yeah, yeah. Who knows? He might be down.
All right, so you'll see these throughout the woods. These are your mobile spawn locations, okay? And if there might be some out there that are black, they were up from a different game mode that we ran early last year. If you see them and they're just black, they don't count. So make sure they're yellow. We tried to paint all the trees all the way around yellow so that they're very visible. And so hopefully that should be easy for you guys to find. There is one more right around here. I have to go get the location because I forgot to mark it. I'm glad you guys are excited for it too. This is a fun event. It's just been a hellacious time just trying to get prepped to use even half the field for this. Green team, they're going to be spawning over here in Dead Man's Land. But you guys are going to own the entire territory except for Ghost Town. That's what I'm going to own. Okay. The only people allowed in this area, so like basically when you come up, if you can see it and you're not the SF group, you can't go in. That's reserved only for the SF group.
believe the same thing with Dead Man's Land.
Yeah, same for with yours. Like we're not allowed to go into Brown unless they're the SF group.
That's where each team's HQs will be set up. So, um, just imagine that, like, if you, I mean, I
Yeah.
recommend everybody get one of those little maps.
Yeah,
It's
we'll be
gonna help.
selling those.
So we have these up in our shop.
I'm sorry. You'll get one of those for free
Oh,
at the
yeah.
event. I'm just waiting for the others to come in, so it might be while supplies last.
But those will definitely help you be able to know where you're at during the operation, which a lot of space. So having something small like that to be able to pull out of your pocket and radio the information of where you're at to your XO, whether it be Darren or myself, will definitely be something that comes in handy. I think personally.
Yeah, and that's why we hand them out, and that's why we always stress a lot during this event that radio comms is key. Like this is a heavy team effort type mission thing. So it's supposed to teach people how to better communicate over the radios, work together as a team, work together as a platoon, and so that people could see like how much better the game can be aside from just TDM all the time. But anyhow, so you'll see here that we got these buildings marked. No, so the map that you'll get will look just like this, but it will not have these capture points marked on there.
Didn't we say we're gonna have the big map with like stickers on where they're gonna be?
We'll do what now?
On the side of the building.
Oh,
where we hang the flag.
So
the big one, the big map.
We'll have the big map up at the shop. We gotta figure out how we're gonna hook that up this week so it can be up and people can look at it. But you'll also have a mini map at each location, and everybody will have the micro maps that we'll give out.
Obviously, you're gonna have plenty of time. Obviously, be the beginning of Saturday. Then you have Friday too. If you get there, you can go look at the map and bring a little paint marker or like, ones that you can like dab and you can
dry erase markers work well on them because
Yeah.
you can wipe them right off.
Yeah, and so when spawn locations move throughout the the time we're at this field and different events, you'll be able to just erase it and use that same map, so you don't have to worry about buying a new one.
Can you search up G2 Tactical Map and down? So if you go on our Discord there, Coyote, in the info channel, there is a link to all these. So the link in there will be to a Google Drive. It'll have this entire big map, and then it also has like sections for each region blown up, so that if you want to print those out individually, you can. And even though we don't have, because like there's nothing out here in Camp Victory, so we didn't get to put like capture points, but we plan to build out there, at least in this area that you can see right here. We'll definitely be expanding there. We're going to expand this up here too, and then that'll eventually have more capture points and buildings. Yeah, we didn't get to do anything out here yet. This is all in play 100%. There's no capture points there to do our spawn. Let's see here.
It's a lot of space to have to build up in a short amount of time. To put it in perspective, and running with a small crew to get all these things built on top of working full-time jobs, has become somewhat of a hassle. But guarantee this, that we're doing our best to get everything built up for you guys, so that it's even more fun to play on. And over time, gradually building on it, it gives you a different playstyle on each AO, so that'll definitely help. And just know that there's more to come on the field.
Spencer, do you have? Are you on our Discord? If not, you can go to discord.gg/G2Tact, and you can get right in there, and then that's where we have our maps. Actually, you want to go on there and just post it in the chat
I
for
can
them?
do that. Info. Right.
The ammo crates are what we were talking about. As we're considering those as like supply crates right now. So basically, what'll happen is your engineers, there should be only two currently right now assigned to a team. We might do more depending on how many people we get for the event overall. But I'm thinking two per team for about 80 players is about right. Because the engineers' jobs are going to be running around quite a bit, setting up these capture points. And since like Green Team already owns everything, it's going to be easy for them to set up. It's going to be difficult as heck for me to get one set up, especially because we're starting here in the brush. But the main reason why we did that is because then I have buildings, and then he's got buildings, and then we can kind of both have a good advantage of defending ourselves.
Yeah. I just went in there and shared the maps link for the Google Drive link for you guys in the chat community one. Should be towards the bottom of chat, making it easier for you guys.
Raven Airsoft, for the delay, it's just going to be a matter of you have to get checked in, have to get chronoed, etc., and then you'll go down to your XO, which is one of us, and then we'll give you the brief about everything that's going on. Because you'll have to know the safety brief stuff. You have to know what frequencies we are on and stuff like that. So it won't be like a big delay, but we just want to make sure that people know that when they come to this event, this is not an open play. This is a tactical simulation to an extent. It's not like hardcore Milson West stuff or whatever, but I mean, we want you to be working as a team and cooperate and have fun. All right, so that's part of the rules here. Let me pull them up. Yeah, I gotta enable that screen. Okay, here we go. All right, I guess it doesn't want to do it. Such garbage. Okay. Anyways, I got two screens and OBS is being difficult. Let me pull up the chat here. All right, so we'll go through this. We are Milsim East, yeah. All right, so for this year, we got all these. This is the tax op that everybody should be familiar with. At least should read through. I'll have your event details. So we'll be starting the game. So on Friday, we're not starting, but on Friday the gates will open at basically 6 p.m. and that's when we'll start letting people kind of filter in stuff. At 1900, we'll give a brief and do chrono, and somewhere in there, we will get your armband or wristbands and all that stuff taken care of. And if you need to buy stuff, we'll have the shop open for probably like a couple hours during Friday. But other than that, we'll have to close it up so that we can make sure we got everything ready to go. The owner does close the gates at 2100 regardless. So if you need to get something, go and be back before then if you're going to stay the night. I don't know. I might see about like maybe playing a little game out there or something so that people can kind of get used to it, or do like a little night game depending on how bright it is outside or not. And let's see here. And then on Saturday morning at 0600, the gates will open again. So it's going to be bright and early because we're going to be starting games at 9. No, OBS is amazing, Chase. You shut your face. And all right, so basically, I'll let you guys read the situation on your own. Basically, Russia is taking over a large territory of the U.S., and the U.S. forces are coming back, trying to take it back over. Oh, I see EOD in here. I gotta change those to engineers. I missed that. But anyhow, we'll get down here to. We'll get to the medic rules. Oh, well, okay. So SF, I'll just tell you what that is real quick. Rules. All right. So the special forces guys, they're the only ones that are allowed to enter into the XO's territory. And with that being said, they can capture the XO. And if they capture the XO is out of the game for about 15 minutes, maybe 30 minutes. We haven't really decided yet. So there is a great advantage to that because now the XO cannot give orders to the rest of the team.
Comms.
Yeah, 0 comms. He's out. And also the SF group will be the only ones that can enter in that territory to retrieve the supply crates. So, because every time you're out there on the field, if you find the enemy's spawn location, there should be 2 crates and a flag. You'll take the flag, you'll put it down beside the area, but you can take the crates with you, and that requires both sides to try to attack one another's home bases to get those back because you need 2 for every spawn location. So I'm kind of hoping that in a way that creates some good gameplay, and it'll, because we're gonna start off with I think like what 24 crates, so that means you can have like 12 spawn locations, but you're only gonna have 4 at a maximum because you only have 4 flags. But that's 12 times that you can try to get a place. You want to take this? It's work. It's work. I'll be right back, guys. Hello?
Yeah, guys, so, give us a sec. So, basically the way the rules are gonna break down on the spawn points is you're only gonna be able to have 4 at a time due to the 4 flags each team will have. And those spawns will be able to be moved by your engineers. So, especially with like the rosters we've put out in the chats on Discord, if you have engineer by your name, that will be one of your main duties during the op. Thanks, Chase. So just keep that in mind, that those will be the only people that can move your mobile spawns. For your mobile spawn to be active, you will need one of your 4 flags in those flag holders. And I don't think we have decided 100% on the crate amount. I think it'll be 2, most likely. And like Darren said, you can your SF teams can work to capture more from the enemy HQ area and get more supplies so that you have more. So if the enemy takes yours from your spawn locations, you can replace it. Let's see here. Give me a sec. I just want to check out your guys' comments. I'm gonna assume this is Ryan there with Team SWAT. So to answer your quick question on the tickets, at the beginning of the day, if you come out to the gate and buy tickets, from the start of it, you'll be able to like basically pick whichever side you want. But then at some point, To balance it out, if needs be, we may need the individual buying the ticket to be on a specific team. Um, so if you guys are coming out and buying tickets at the gate, um, I just I personally would recommend bringing both sets of types of camos. So bring your multicam if you're wanting to be on tan, but also maybe bring something green. Whether it be Ranger green or tiger stripe, whatever it may be, so that in case you do need to be on a different team, we can make that work. And we'll do our best to get you guys in to play. But those camo patterns are pretty specific, not specific, but pretty important because it allows the game to flow better, so you guys don't have to wear armbands and stuff like that. So I hope that answers your question, Ryan. Yours, opposed to shotguns. Okay, so amount of mags you're able to carry, is that what you're asking, Coyote? Or are you asking, like, magazine capacity? Yeah, correct, Ryan. That is correct. Um, but if you have an idea that y'all are coming out, just message one of us guys, and we'll do what we can to get you guys worked in. Is there a specific camo you guys were thinking about wearing that day anyways? Because then we can kind of adjust fire there. Thanks, Ryan. Good to be home. um, yeah. So, Coyote, to answer your question about mag capacities, like how many you're allowed to carry on your kit, um, I think it's to each player's decision. Whether you want to carry 20 mid caps, feel free. But also know that if you're using that, you're going to have to carry that around all day during the operations and into the night. So just keep that in mind. Okay, green. All right, Ryan. I'll get with Seven after the live stream and talk to him about that, and I can reach out to you. Let's see here. Does that answer your question, Coyote? I want to make sure I'm getting your guys' questions answered here. Okay, Mark. All right, to answer your question about food and water and hydration, which will be key. You're gonna, even if it's a little bit chillier, you're still gonna be sweating. You want to stay hydrated. We don't want anybody to have any heat casualties while we're out there. So I would bring snacks personally, and have them in your kit. Maybe like a couple granola bars, maybe a pack of crackers, something, and have water integrated into your kit somewhere. Would be my personal recommendation. As far as like actual food, we will be cooking out there at the event. We're gonna get our Blackstone out, cook the normal things we do during open plays. But I think we're also gonna have a few other things that we're gonna be offering that you guys can purchase some like actual food to give you a little bit more replenishment. So, and then we'll have water and Gatorade available in the shop also, so that you guys can go there if you need to and stay hydrated. If you want, feel free to bring a case of water and drop it at your team's HQ spawn, and just know that it may get grabbed by somebody if a bottle here or there if you don't label it. But if you don't want anybody to drink it, just make sure you label it. Along with that, bringing stuff to your team's HQs, you're going to want to bring everything to your corresponding team's HQ. So you got a ruck or a gear bag that you want to carry, extra BBs, batteries, your extra gun if needs be, You know, bring a rifle bag and put a little lock on it. I know they Myers, Walmart, they also have those little TSA locks with the wire on them. That's what I personally use. If you're worried about your gear being secured, but you're gonna want to have all that at your spawn, so you don't have to go all the way back to your car in the parking lot, because that can be quite a bit of a ruck sometimes. All right, let's see here. Let me know if that answered your question there, Mark. Yeah, good point, SWAT. Yeah, you guys are gonna want to drink water, quite a bit of water, leading up to the days prior to the op too. Like especially for you guys that are gonna be camping out on Friday, you're definitely gonna want to make sure you're drinking water all that day. Because if you don't know, the way it works is, if I hydrate today, I will be hydrated tomorrow, but I also need to continue drinking water tomorrow. So you need to hydrate prior and during to make sure you stay hydrated, because especially with all the gear on running around, you're gonna get worn down, and staying hydrated will really help you stay in a full operational capacity the whole game. Yeah, exactly, Kaido. You can bring a go bag with tools if you need to do a quick spring change on one of your replicas, whatever you want. For Green Team, I'm personally gonna do an individual brief with you guys, um, pre-op. I don't think it'll be Friday. I might try to do a little one on Friday, but I'm gonna mainly do the one on Saturday. Long as we have enough time to kind of give you guys an idea of um, a thought process I've had on it, some things, get you guys split up into your squads. If you guys haven't seen it yet, in our Green Team, our RLNA chat on our Discord, I've put up the roster. It'll have everybody that's going to be in your squad, their names, and what role they'll be. So just go ahead and make sure you take a look at that. And that'll be part of it on Saturday also, is getting you guys split up and letting you guys know where you're going to be and what your jobs will be. And for the Shadow guys out there, sorry to hear your technical's not going to be up, but Green Team, we will still have a technical. One of G2's only, Trippy, he's going to be bringing his Forerunner out, and we're working on getting it kitted out enough to where we still have somewhat of a technical for us, Green Team. Daddy Spencer, are you talking for? I'm assuming like airsoft batteries. Is that what you're talking about for a charge station, or are you talking like electric cars? Because if it's electric cars, we ain't got it out there. I believe Tan has a little bit more guys right now than Green, but I believe we're anticipating more Green to show up, mostly at the gates. But obviously we won't know until that happens. Yep, 97th Squadron. I'm excited to finally get to meet you guys too. I got some good ideas to get you guys rocking and rolling there. Let's see here. All right. Okay. I'm pretty sure we've beat uniforms to death at this point, but you guys have any questions on like the patterns, color scheme, like what's what? I think we got a lot of it knocked out ahead of time, but I just want to make sure you guys don't have any questions on that. Yeah, we're gonna have a charge station available there in the shop answer your question, Spencer.
Go over these.
Yeah, I'm about to go over there. So I was just answering some questions, especially based on the SF stuff.
Yeah, go through go through the rest of it. I'm on phone call with work.
Okay, that's fine. All right, so I just wanted to make sure there, Spencer. Okay, so we're gonna go over these rules real quick. All right, so bear with me, guys, here on this. We're gonna go step by step here for you. Up rules. I'll let you guys kind of read through that too here real quick. I'll skim through here and see if you guys have any other questions. For the real world instances, we're gonna have a set frequency that you guys are all gonna be given, so that if there is a real world issue, there's a specific frequency that you guys can contact through for real world issues. Obviously, you know the normal thing. Hey, relay, yelling out loud, real world. If there is a real world issue, God forbid. So there's that for you. Obviously, Full Seal iPro with that ANSI rating. If you have M frames, try and get you a Hilo kit. They're not that bad. So there's that. Let me know if you guys need a little bit more time to read through that. Give you a little bit more time here. Somebody wants to let me know in the chat when you guys are good reading that. I'll move on for you. So, I'm personally really excited for this op. It's the first op I'm able to be at since being back, so I got high anticipations for it. All the planning we've been doing behind the scenes that you guys don't really get to see has got me really excited. Just really excited to get out there and be able to play again, you know? So, I'm excited for you guys to all come out and be able to experience it too. So, here's the next part of the rules. Obviously, call your hits. You know, you think you hit somebody and they don't call it. Obviously, just shoot at them again. And if it becomes a repeating issue, find one of our guys or radio to your XO, and we'll get it dealt with for you guys. Obviously, no drugs or alcohol at the field either, guys. I know people are camping out, but due to like liabilities and stuff, and with it being replicas, they look like real guns. You can't really be doing those together. So, I'm gonna skip through these clearing procedures because you guys can look all this up on the tax up on our website as well. I believe there's links to it in our Discord also. So. These are going to be your replica and pyro restrictions. So this is just going to give you like the brief rundowns. You guys can read through that. It breaks down each like type of replica you could run, like assault rifles, obviously, as you can see. It gives you the Joule rating for them, the minimum engagement distance if there is one. Now, obviously, pyro isn't on this page, but we'll get to that next. And shields are on the next one also. So, let you guys read through that. Screenshot it if you need to, so you have it. And then just let me know when you guys got it all read through and we can move on. Another thing I would recommend, if you are able to, bring like a little note card or something and a Sharpie so you can write down the frequencies that you'll need for your team, because there will be squad level comms on top of comms to your XO. So when you looked in those rosters, if you were marked as a squad leader, you will be given a specific frequency that you will communicate to your XO on to send up reports. You and your RTO will. So that's how you'll communicate to your XO. So then it's not everybody communicating directly to the XO. So that's why when we were saying the comms stuff, how that's so important. That's why it's going to be so important, because you guys are going to need to be able to communicate, especially to move those mobile spawns. To answer your question there, Kirby, yes, you are able to. If you need to go back to your car, you can. But you'll just have to go back to your furthest to the back spawn to hop back into play. That's what I was saying earlier. If you can just bring as much as you can to your team's HQ and leave it there, that would be best. I was just letting them. I'm choking myself with your headset. Letting them read through this real quick. Told them to screenshot them some stuff. Was going over the frequency things, and was about to move on to shields and pyro. Explain to them that it'd be good to bring as much gear as they can to their cars at a time, because leave it at the HQ so that way they don't have to go all the way back.
Yeah, sure.
Bring tools for quick spring changes, stuff like that.
Yeah, because this is going to be different than like our typical open plays where you can go right back to, you know, up in the parking lot. You're going to be down here in the shit for 12, 14 hours. So.
Yeah. But they asked.
But you can come back up top anytime you need to. But I would just plan, bring a tote or something that you can lock up, leave at the fob, and then this way you can get back in the game and stuff. Bring tons of drinks. We'll probably bring get some water or something.
Somebody asked about drinks, and I told them if they wanted to bring a case of water, feel free to leave it at your HQ. But I said we'd also have water and stuff at the shop that we'd be bringing down too. So they asked about food. I said we'd be cooking, but I said bring snacks too.
And Dad's back.
Oh no, I have to start behaving again.
All right. So what all did we get to cover?
We went over. Roll up here. I went over. I let them read this stuff. That. I kind of skipped over that because they could read that, and then I was on that page above this. But yeah, that's what went on.
That's all fine. Did you go over mech rules?
Not in depth.
Okay,
I didn't go over that yet.
So this is going to be the other thing too, is since you're going to have combat medics, you're not going to be able to heal each other. Only the combat medic can do that, and the reason for that is because then we don't want everybody just hacking and slashing each other. We want you guys to kind of take this serious, choose where you're going to be going, all that good stuff. What are the rules for on breaking bad whistle fighting or while fighting?
Breaking.
If what are the rules on if you break the rules?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Just kick you off the field. I don't know.
Kirby,
severe.
Kirby, to answer your question on a good dual frequency radio, we at G2 personally prefer the UV82s or UV82 HPs by Baofeng. They're relatively inexpensive.
Yep.
And they allow you to, they're dual button too. You don't have to manually unlock your radio and press the other button to use the channel.
It's because like with the 5R, like everybody likes to buy because they're like 20 some bucks or whatever. you only get one PTT button on there, and that means that you can still listen to both if you program it right with the chirp. But I think it's the top channel has to be your only active channel that you're going to be
that you can talk to.
talking on. You might, I think, I can't remember. Is there a button on it to switch to the bottom one?
I think you can switch it, but you have to manually unlock it, switch it, and then lock it again. So it becomes more of a hassle at that point.
Yeah, the 82's got 2 buttons on there. You just do it, and it's built better too because the side ports on it, the Kenwood F connector.
Do that. You got one button here and one button here. They're for different. So like your top one's for your top frequency, so you can listen to both at the same time, and then communicate on this one.
Hello?
And also communicate on your bottom one at the same time. So that's why I personally like them.
Yeah, what's up?
So, let's see here. Look at these medic rules again for you guys. Rules. So, as Seven was saying, combat medics will be the only ones to able to pick you guys up. That's why we tried to incorporate a medic in each squad so that they're not super spread out and thin and hard to get revived. See here. Obviously, weapon hits don't count. If you're hit anywhere, your gear person, other than a gun hit, you are hit. There was a grenade over a wall. There's a building. Someone throws a grenade. Okay, so if somebody, like, for example, the buildings we have in Camp Victory right now, if somebody throws a grenade over the top of the wall, it doesn't count. But if they put it through the window, that does count. Because there's windows on some of them. So just be mindful of that. The buildings are set for hardcover also. Obviously, dead man don't talk. Let's see here. For you guys that are going to be medics, there's going to be a mandatory brief also there at the field prior to the op, so you guys can get your medic bags that you'll be responsible for carrying during the op, so you can apply medical aid to your teammates and get them back in the fight. So make sure if you are an assigned medic, look at your roster, see if you are, and make sure you keep an ear out when you're there at the op for that medic brief. Did we get a specific indicator like armband or anything, or is it just going to be the medic bags that is their indicator?
Yeah, we just have the red medic bags for right now.
Yeah.
I didn't have. So in order for me to order those other things, I'd have to order like another like $4,000 worth of stuff, and we spent all that money on buildings. So if your GoPro gets hit, did you already answer that?
I didn't.
It does not count. Wait, I'm sorry. Because if you're wearing the GoPro, yeah, but if it's on your gun, no.
Yeah, because if it's on if it's a gun-mounted GoPro, obviously that's a gun hit. But if you're wearing it like on your chest or something, on your carrier,
chest, helmet, whatever,
or
it counts.
on your helmet, that counts because that's it's a portion of your gear and body at that point. So.
Alright, so the reason why you need a tourniquet is because the medics are not going to be carrying around 500 tourniquets to heal everybody. Because, you know, they're going to wrap that thing on you, and they're bouncing off to the next person. That's why you need to have your own too. Because then you can, when you get 2, to go, yeah, because it's 2 tourniquets, right? And then you have to go back and respawn? Yeah.
I can't remember, was it your HQ or was it your...
The fob.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's your headquarters, yeah.
Yeah, so then you're going to take those 2, and then you'll be able to put those back in your pocket. And then next time you die the next 2 times, we'll be able to come over and heal you.
And they're relatively inexpensive if you don't have them yet. I'm looking at Amazon right now. You can
sell them.
Yeah, and we have
sell Ace bandages because they're even cheaper.
Yeah, so you have the Ace bandage option, obviously, and if you can't get the ones that you want in time, you can get those at the shop. But like right now, bestseller on Amazon, 3-pack of tourniquets, $10, free delivery. So that's pretty good deal if that's the route you want to go. So
Correct,
that you
too.
can ensure you have those.
Coyote says, get a rucksack with a medic patch so they can carry all 500. Medic endurance run, anybody?
Just with a black trash bag with a red duct tape cross on it and ratchet straps for backpacks.
Well, so I do have some medic crosses. I was wanting to get some more, but I think those backpacks just work out a lot better. It's bright red. See it.
It's and there's sling bags for you medics, so it's going to be easier to carry with your current kit. You can sling it across the front, the side, the back, however you feel fit. Might be able to censor it down enough to wear it as a belt too, maybe.
Yeah, I can't recall how small those things can get, but
Yeah.
they're definitely sling bags, so I would just do that. Did you get through all this?
The last part I talked about, I didn't mention that. Grenade.
Okay, yeah. So if you do get killed by a grenade, you cannot be healed by a medic. You have to go back to your fob and come back out to play. I accidentally clicked on it. Alright, so a lot of people keep asking us about uniforms and stuff, like does this match that, and disqualify this, or whatever. So, it's pretty self-explanatory, I think, but if you feel that there needs to be more, we'll add more. So, we put up some actual camo examples here to help aid in that. Because again, like, solid green, black, or tan could be for that group.
Multicam is tan. Multicam is tan.
Do kisses have an effect on revive time? Well, I mean, you can try it. It might take you longer to get up off the ground if someone beats the crap out of you. But
And then,
so yes, Kirby, special forces they can heal each other. That's why they're a special force. But they are not allowed to go out and heal other people. If we get over that like 100 player mark, we would probably end up letting them also be combat medics to where they can also help out and heal a bunch of people. But we think with one person per squad so far, I think should be good enough. We'll see how it goes, and
we can always airdrop more medics in if we need to.
Yeah, and of course at the end of the event too, we'll do an AAR. I almost said ARR.
So those are beat into my head. If you guys don't know what an AAR is, it's an after action report. We're gonna basically at the end of the day, in the op, just get your feedback from you guys, because things that some people don't like, some people like, some things people want to see. We want to get your guys' feedback so we can make it the best for everybody.
And typically, like even after open plays, that's what we go do. When you see us leave and we go to eat at the Carriage Inn or something like that, we're discussing stuff about like what happened during the day, what can we do to improve things, how we think things went, etc. Whatever, just we hash it out because we want to make your time is valuable, and we want to make sure you get the best time that you can while you're at our field. Let's see here, Camo.
Oh, did you want to go over the SF uniform? So for your SF guys, you guys are going to be required to wear your headgear, and your pants will be required to be your corresponding team colors. So if you're green team, green camo, solid green hat, and green camo pants, green whatever pants. But you will be required to wear a black t-shirt or a black shirt of sorts. Initially it was going to be all black, but we changed it because we think it'll be easier to distinguish each team's SF. So black shirts for SF, headgear and pants will be still your corresponding team color.
Yeah,
I don't think
we
kit
don't
really.
Yeah, kit we don't care about, but because we just don't want people running around acting like they're SF when they're not. That's really just going to ruin it for either side, really.
We want to keep people accountable and make it easily distinguishable of who people are. so that there's not a lot of confusion during the op of like, oh, hey, are you on this team? Because that can cause issues, and we don't want that to happen.
Are we still doing the black team stuff? No, there's no black team. It's the SF team. Each side gets an SF, and if you read through the tax op, Ronan, you'll understand it. It's basically they've got some special abilities where they're able to be the only ones that can go into the fob area of either XO and capture us and retrieve the supply crates.
No, headgear is not mandatory there, Mark. That's only if you're going to wear any.
Underwear with streak marks.
Yeah, I mean, you could always put some of those skivvies on your head if you wanted, but no. If you're planning on running zero headgear, that's perfectly fine.
Let's see here. That's good. Here's some examples of camo. I'll loop for a bit. Yeah, that's fine, Ronan. I understand. But that's why we put the stuff up there so y'all can check it out and read it out and read all that stuff.
G2tac.com. You too can read the tax.
Yeah. We're gonna work on a audiobook for it too.
Yeah, to where it reads it to you guys.
Yeah. We'll get there.
You know, a lot of you guys don't like to read. I hate reading, but you have to do it sometimes. But yeah, we're working on that for you guys.
Hard case. The kit doesn't matter. The color of the kit does not matter. All that matters is that your pants, your shirt, and your headgear match. That's it for your team. Tailback, no, we don't care about that. We just care that your uniform matches so that when your team sees you, they can identify that's a member of my team. Yeah, gear color does not affect it because it's basically just a vest and whatever else. Yeah.
Yeah. Basically, right. Your base layer, your clothes are what matter as far as camo.
Oh dang! I thought I had chirp one here, but I must have removed it.
What's that at the top? Oh, you're talking on your.
Yeah, I must have removed it. Dang. I was gonna show it to you guys. But basically, you can use chirp to program your radio with our stuff, and right here we have the link to our radio images for like the UV82, UV5R, and I think one other off-brand radio. But if we don't have yours on here, I'm going to eventually make a YouTube video to kind of walk you guys through how to do it. But basically, it's you got to have a program cable. Where's your radio at?
It's like the 2-pin cable.
Yeah, so USB. Like this one is technically a Kenwood F connector, and that's why I really like the 82s because they're metal, so they're more solid than like the 5R where they're just plastic and they break real easy. Let's see here.
Yeah,
okay, yeah, that's all good. But anyhow. So what you'll do is basically you'll find out, you're going to plug it in your computer. It creates a COM port for that when you turn it on, so you have to know what COM port it is. And I'll go through that on how to do that. There are already other tutorials out there, but we'll make one too for our channel. And what you'll do is you'll have it. I think it's called clone or download. These all have like an image already on them with a specific firmware. So you'll want to download it from this one first, and then you can import our image onto it, which will just load all the channels, all the frequencies, the names, etc. And then you might want to change a couple other cool settings too, like you want to change the name that shows up when you turn it on, or the colors even. You can change some of that. You can turn it into a dual listen, so you can hear on both channels at the same time, but you can only transmit on one. Just be wary of when you do that. If channel A is being spoken on, then channel B gets spoken on. You will not hear one of the other channels. You can only hear it one at a time. You can set a
priority.
Yeah. And then we've just been using this radio image since I'm aware, since I've been in. So
yeah,
we just kept with it.
And before 2019. So
yeah.
Who knows?
And then then that's where we get the FRS1 channel and such from. So you'll be able to know exactly what channel we're on. I think I also posted an Excel sheet that has the actual frequency listed with the name of the channel.
Mm-hmm. It's also in our Discord. I will copy and paste it to the same spot I did earlier with the map info. If you guys want to go take a look there, it'll also be there.
Yeah.
Right here.
So
Or is
I think that just links. I think I still have to put it up in there. I think I only posted it in the yes chat, so I'll have to put it on the just Jesus the Google Drive.
yeah. Oh, this one.
Yes. Yeah, so I gotta load that onto the Google Drive, and this way, in case you just want to type in the frequencies yourself, or you can. And of course, even channels are for USA, odd channels are for RLNA. You can listen in on someone else's frequency, but if you're caught transmitting on it, you'll be kicked off the field. And if you are a squad leader on up, you are required to have a radio. There is no exception. If you show up without one, somebody else will replace you.
And that's just how it's going to be because comms will be so important.
Philip Carter,
for operations.
we have a couple radios for sale at the field in case you need it. So
One of the squads.
I can't remember.
Hopefully he's 10.
You want us to lose this year too, huh?
Yeah. Hey, green for the win, guys.
It ain't gonna happen this year.
Well, I guess that remains to be seen.
Let's see here. Basically, of course, safety, real world, blind man, stuff like that. Do not go around saying that hastily. If you do, we'll just kick you off the field. So there is no room for being a wise ass, yelling that kind of stuff and ruining the game for everybody. And as we have on here, everyone is a safety team member. If you see anyone acting unsafely, if you see anything out there that is unsafe, let us know. And we will do our best to address it as soon as possible. If there's a tree falling down or whatever, I don't know, a nail sticking out somewhere or whatever, we'll come by and investigate it and do what we can to get it taken care of.
Inside the buildings in Camp Victory, we're having problems with all that strong winds we were having, so we anchored those buildings down into the ground with rebar. It only sticks out about 3 inches max.
Yeah, about 3 inches.
And it's only along the frame of the buildings, but just keep an eye out for that.
Yeah,
should have all the grass.
They should be safe
cleaned.
with that.
Yeah, but just little things like that, just keep your eye out for. With the safety thing, if you see somebody taking their goggles off while on the field anywhere, call them out. Everybody's a safety. That's what that means. Hey, if they need to clear their goggles, tell them to go to the HQ, and we'll help them out. Just keep an eye out for everybody and make sure everybody's being safe, but have a good time too.
Exactly, Carter. So if you do plan to camp out, it's $5 per head per night, and you just pay that to the landowner, Bud. Going forward after this one, we'll probably, we're taking baby steps with stuff that we do. We're earning the trust of the owner and stuff like that, and we could probably next time go ahead and collect the camping money or whatever for him, and then just mark your wristband or something like that. But we've just gotten so much going on that I forgot to ask him about it, if that was okay or whatever. So
and you said it's $5.
$5 per person.
Yeah.
Per night. So if you want to stay 2 nights, $10. Really, it's pretty cheap. You can bring campers, tents, or whatever you want to do. You'll just camp out up top where the parking lot is. Be courteous not to take up a huge amount of space because we do have to share it with everybody else that's going to be there. There is no power out there. There might be at the main building, but I don't think there's none anywhere else. So
if one of you guys brings an RV or a camper, let me know. I will definitely take one of your beds up.
I'm bringing my tent. I'm camping out.
Shoot, I'm thinking about just bringing my cot and sleeping
Well,
in the shop.
It depends. Like,
Yeah, that thing's temp controlled now.
if it's all rainy and crap, I don't think I'm going to.
I don't know. I hate camping outside now.
I love
But it's-
camping.
Well, I mean, I like glamping. If you like glamping, put a thumbs up in the
Well,
chat.
We'll just throw a couple tents or cots up in the shop. And
That's
we'll...
what I was saying. I was just put mine up in the rafters and sleep. I got a nice blue, like, foldable one from Walmart. Use that for the army all the time because them army ones just pinch the crap out of your finger. You know when you'd have to, like, pry it over the edge? Yeah,
Yeah.
I just got tired of it.
Yeah, Zach, you should be bummed. Just Zach, Great Lakes Millstone guy. I assume it's him because he was the one that can't come.
Oh, man, that stinks.
Yeah.
Wait, is that the guy? Message me. Somebody messaged me.
So there are porta johns, and yes, I know porta johns is probably like the worst part of the field, other than the hill itself.
We're working on it.
We are trying to work with him to get that done because that's what he takes care of. Yeah, Bud's a great guy.
I like Bud. I
We've
like
been
his
having
hat.
we've been having a great time with him. I mean, he enjoys us being there. But anyhow, we've been trying to. He said he's been trying to get new porta johns out there, but there's like a shortage of them, like everything else in this world. So. I have mentioned maybe just building one out there with a big 500-gallon
Yeah, we
drum
talked
underneath
about that,
and
and
just
then it
pay
would be
someone to come
somewhat
suck
more
it out.
enclosed, and
look more professional and stuff.
Yeah.
You know, more like
be mobile too. We did in that one
yeah.
trailer.
I think we built a fixed one, so we don't have
Yeah.
to worry about it. We'll just start towing it while people are shitting in it.
Joyride.
Grenade. What? Yeah, that's fine, Coyote. You can do that. Mark can clean the toilets.
How about I think not,
Hey,
Blueberry?
you were gone for a solid year. You gotta make up for some time.
Listen, man, you're welcome for your freedom. I'm sorry I left. I won't do it again unless they tell me I have to.
Back on track. So, if you want to do a campfire, you can. He would like for you to be able to dig a hole, do your fire in there, and then bury it when you're done.
You're gonna be out there. You got shovels in the back of your truck. They could those if they don't have.
Yeah, I got a couple currently out in the back of my truck. My truck is just a big toolbox, is all it is.
Yeah, pretty much.
I gotta have everything. Use the restroom trailer. Well, we're going to turn the restroom trailer into a review trailer. So
Yeah.
we got some good plans for that when we're not too busy building.
Yeah, that's part of it too. We've been so busy building, we can't really get.
All the other stuff we want to
Yeah,
do.
like we want to build, start doing more stuff on the social media for you guys, getting some reviews out there. Maybe a few like meet our team kind of guys. Where it's little snippets of like our staff, and so you guys can get to know us.
Have a good one, Spence.
And just kind of like impact the community in a positive manner through our social media. So I believe we said, when is it that we're gonna start slowing building a little bit again for a little bit?
I'm sorry, what was that? I was reading chat.
When we're slowing down building.
So with the wood that we've currently got, we're gonna finish building with that, and then we're gonna probably stop for the summertime.
Yeah, because it's just gonna get so hot out there. It's
Not only
gonna
that, but
be
I'm
dreadful.
tired. I don't know about you guys.
Yeah, no, I'm exhausted. 100% honest with you guys, but we're hoping to be able to do a little bit more of that kind of stuff once we slow down building for a little while. Building costs are insane still too.
Yes.
They've come down, but it's expensive to do all this stuff, and
Very.
but we're getting there. So
Yeah, it's not like an indoor field where I can just buy $10 sheets of OSB because it's protected by the rain. You know, we got to buy $21 sheet plywood, and then we got to paint it or something.
yeah,
Or
and
if you
treated 2x4s.
or if you want to do
and-
treated, then it's $42 a sheet. You know.
And we
So-
want to do it the right way the first time, so the stuff lasts out there, and you guys can
Yeah.
have sound, sturdy structures to play in for a long time, you know. And if we can build it right the first time, and it doesn't need a lot of maintenance ever, that means we can take more time to build other parts of the field up also.
Let's
So-
see, Frank. I don't know. We have not done like a poll or anything to see who all is going to be camping, but I know I'll be out there. I know a few of us will be out there.
I haven't made up my mind yet.
I'm pretty sure that
I probably will.
many of us will probably be out there Saturday night too, because by the time 11 o'clock rolls around, I'll be dead tired. Tired of whooping his ass.
Oh yeah. Okay.
And of course, please make sure you clean up after yourselves, because we are guests there after all. We do not own the facility,
I'll get some
Um,
more trash.
and yeah, we'll bring more trash cans.
'Cause I knew you had these.
I think we got 4 total. We just been using the one because everything's in the shop now.
Yeah.
Because before, like when we were at Battlegrounds, we would
Yeah,
have
we
the
did
trash
one.
cans out. Everybody was emptying their cars out into it. So I was like, son
Well,
of
I
a bitch.
mean that field was pretty much a trash can when we got it, so 40 years worth of garbage.
That is correct, Coyote. It's just chrono and brief. I mean, if we can get through the brief real quick on Friday, maybe we could go out on the field and just play a couple rounds or something like that. But for the most part, most of us G2 guys are just going to be like double checking, making sure we're ready to go for tomorrow, for the next day. And you can grill out as well. So you want to bring your grills, whatever you want to do, that's totally fine. We will be cooking out there as well. You know, of course, always
Friday.
try to raise more funds to build more stuff.
I believe we're cooking Friday and Saturday. Is that correct?
Just Saturday.
Just Saturday.
Yeah, we'll be. I don't know if we're gonna do like a breakfast. I don't think so. We'll probably just do lunch.
Probably lunch
and dinner.
because breakfast usually ends up impacting start time a little too much.
Yeah.
So
Well, so they're just gonna be coming up as they please.
Mhm.
So we might be able to just do like a cook to order thing where they
yeah, if
come
you
up
want
and they're-
breakfast, you can go order it and then you can get that.
we're not gonna do breakfast. We'll just leave it at that. It'll be basically like lunch food.
No brekkie for you.
Yeah, you can order all the lunch food that you want throughout the day.
Bring granola bars. That's a good breakfast.
All right. So did you go over the rules?
I haven't yet. Briefly, well, kind of with the jewel ratings and stuff. I didn't really go over this portion.
Yes, Coyote. Just like with open plays, you know, where you got to show us your waiver, have your waiver ready, and have your ticket ready. That'll help speed things up a lot. So it might even be better if you just print out both of them, since it's 2 things you got to show. But other than that, just go over the roles that you've been assigned. If you want to switch a role, let one of us know. We'll let your XO know, and then they'll get you moved around. But everybody's got their role to play. I hope everybody has fun with doing that role, and fully understands it. Like I can't stress enough. There's only 2 combat engineers. You need to protect them.
At this point, yeah.
So that, I mean, if we get too many people, we might add another
Yeah,
one.
if we get more numbers from the gates, which I think we will,
We'll probably add a third
probably
one.
add one. Yeah.
Yeah, cause then it's going to be pretty hectic trying to have just 2 guys trying to run around and put up 4 spawn locations when there's like 100, 120 people out there. When you're a medic, do your medic duties, play it right. You know, have fun with it. You know, use the syringe. Please don't lose our stuff, because I hate having to rebuy things, because that's another 2x4 that we could have bought or something. You know, but play it right. Have fun with it. You know, go. We'll have like a better brief, I think, Friday, Saturday, because I want to really kind of fine tune it a little bit. There's just like some scenario stuff you got to do, like, you know, you pretend like you got shot in the arm, take care of his arm. Got shot in the leg, take care of his leg. Maybe pretend like, you know, he is losing blood or something like that, so you whip out the blood bag and stuff. You know,
Lots of yelling and ketchup sprayed all over people, kind of thing, but not actually spraying ketchup on.
Does the RTO get the freak back to the XO as well?
I think so. You and I had talked about this. For Green Team's dynamic, I initially on our roster, I put out each squad's frequency. But there's going to be a set frequency that the RTO and the squad leader will have to communicate to me. It'll only be one single frequency because I'm already gonna have like 2, 3 radios in the HQ.
Yeah, you should have 2 radios because it's a hierarchy. So yeah, the radio operator and the SL will both be able to radio
to your XO directly.
Yes,
which
is the
will
benefit
be crucial,
of
yeah.
having the RTO. So.
Exactly. So then there's 2 of you.
Let's see here. Squad leads, blah blah. Well, we don't have any COs right now. I don't think
we will.
it's really that necessary at this point because we only got basically 4 squads.
Yeah, and not even all 4 squads are filled up to their max. But I anticipate we'll have. I imagine we'll at least be able to add an additional 9-man squad and finish off the squads we currently have at half capacity. Hopefully, we'll be good.
Yeah, so this was the key mechanics here of how we're going to be operating this game. So all regions are up for grabs except for the FOB regions. So that'd be Ghost Town and Dead Man's Land. You cannot capture those. You can only just capture the XO inside there. Also, the XO can capture, or I could have order my teammates to like capture certain people on his team. Might even capture them and like try to get some intel out of them or something. You know what I mean? Like
our guys don't talk.
Oh, I will waterboard the crap out of you.
Censor.
Let's see here.
I a little more than briefly went over your 4 flags you're going to have for spawn locations, but this just breaks down the rules and dynamic of that a little bit more. So if you guys want to go ahead and read that that portion of mobile spawn locations, especially the engineers, that's going to be one of your main roles because you guys are the only ones that can move them. So your XOs are going to be communicating to you quite a bit during operations to move them where they need to be.
And that's why radio comms is really crucial too, is because like once a spawn location gets set up, they have to radio to him, and then he's going to have to radio all the other SLs.
So it's communicated to everybody. That's why.
Or I guess really the SLs can all communicate to each other.
Yeah, they'll all have the same frequency, and then that's why each squad will have their own frequency. Once the squad leader and RTO receive the information from their XO, it's the squad leader and or the RTO's duty to filter that down to their squad through their set frequency. It's just a breakdown of your chain of command through comms, and it makes it a little bit more fluid as long as people use it right, so that it's not the XO talking to everybody on one channel and it's just a cluster of everybody talking. So it breaks it down and makes it a little bit more fluid.
One aspect of this game mechanic we're not going to probably be able to do is this capturing these areas. So like before we would have it where you would capture a region, and we were planning on having a 20-foot. We got all the flags to do this, the 20-foot flag poles. We just haven't had the time to install them. We might be able to get to it tomorrow because we'll be at the field. We'll see. Because then, like, when you capture that, that's not a spawnable location. That just means that you own that territory, and then you could at that location as well build a spawn location. So I don't know if you guys have ever played a game called Squad, but it's basically the same concept, except we had to have fixed locations because odds are if we didn't have fixed locations, people would put them out in the brush somewhere, and then we'd never find them again until next year or something. That would
until after
suck.
We mow over it.
Yeah, until we mow over it. Yeah, if you have a malfunction or something, Coyote, I mean, you can either use your fists,
switch to your sidearm, and
or go back up top and get it fixed.
Yeah.
You can go back to the FOB and get it fixed. You can go up top in the parking lot and get it fixed. Whatever you want to do. Let's see here. So it requires 2 supply components to build and 1 to repair. So the repair thing is like, let's say someone tries to take over your territory, but you're able to get it back, but they got your flag down, you have to bring another supply crate to that area to rebuild it.
And then with that, this is strictly for the engineers because you guys are the ones that move the locations and stuff. When you do take over the enemy team's spawn locations, don't take their flag. That's not how that works.
You can take the supplies,
You can
crates,
take the supplies,
but you leave the flag there.
Yeah, just take it out of the flag holder so it's clear and everybody knows that that's no longer a spawn location. And if it's on a building or a tree, just lean it up against the tree.
Yeah, us admins or a dead person can grab it and bring it back to their team.
Yeah, because once the flag is taken down, it will go back to the fob.
Haven't quite figured out how to teleport stuff yet, like in a video game. So.
You need to pop into that ball thing from Forge on Halo, and it'll just click on it and move it.
Need to get some quantum entanglement going here.
We could use our technicals if we want.
Yeah, the technicals could bring it back too. Like if they're dead or something, they could just bring it back or whatever. Let's see here. So then, of course, we already kind of went over capturing the commander and supplies. So like if you're on the opposite team and you take over someone's spawn location, you can grab the resources that were there, the enemies too, and you can bring them back to your area because like at some point in time, one side is probably going to lose all their supply crates in a sense, and then they're not going to be able to capture any more points, which would suck. Which is where then you would hope that you get your SF dudes out there to retrieve some if they can, and they can carry as many supplies as they want. The SF guys, they can carry 8 at a time, more to them, but they have to be able to make it back. Well,
Trippy asked me a question earlier about what happens when technicals are.
We're not there
destroyed.
yet.
That later on.
Let's see here. Airstrike. We're not probably gonna be able to get to that because I think we're going to be a little bit short-handed for this event. Medics. We've already gone over that. I think medic stuff is like one of the acts up like 3 times just to
because it's a newer thing. We're trying to. Well, it's not super new, but trying to fine-tune that and get it to where it's a very beneficial thing. It adds an extra element of fun, immersion kind of thing.
Also, with the medics, make sure you're not only just there to revive your teammates, make sure you're also making sure they're drinking enough water, getting enough food, etc.
Whenever that are at the beginning to.
Okay, yeah.
To hydrate in just the days before.
Keep an eye on them, and whenever you're actually doing your medic duties, make sure that it does take roughly 30 seconds or more to actually revive somebody. Alright, now your vehicles. So these are all the rules for the vehicles. We did not. We had a question by Trippy asking whether or not where they respawn. And that would be your fob. So we haven't really like discussed like a bleed out time for our technical, like a maintenance period. I was kind of thinking 5 minutes.
A 5-minute wait in place kind of thing.
Well, if they die, they can go back to the fob, but they just have to wait 5 minutes before they can come back out in the field.
Yeah, and it would just drive back to HQ.
Yeah, because it'd be like they needed to get it repaired, and their mechanic did their thing or whatever.
Good old Bravo. Yeah, I think that works. I think if your team's technical goes down, completely is destroyed.
Yes, Kirby.
Drive back to your associated team's fob HQ. And the EXO there can set the 5-minute timer on our mobile device, and that could be an easy way to do your countdown. And then you'll be back in play, same as like you're brand new.
Yeah, Kirby was asking if the SF team can use drones and stuff. Yes.
Oh yeah, heck yeah, that's cool. I like that.
I'm bringing mine. So
I got one. I got one too. Hopefully, Sean, I need you. Join my war clan.
I even have handcuffs.
Mine are sitting in my car right now.
I got 4 pair.
Oh, yeah.
I can't wait to capture some people.
Did you get the folders?
Yeah.
The folders are the best because you can't. They're
Yeah.
harder to. Yeah.
Yeah, I just hope the key works.
I haven't actually tried the key on mine. Mine are like old school, genuine ones with the links in the middle, so it's just hard enough, and you're.
Let's see here. So yeah, grenades or so when you're throwing grenades and stuff, do not throw them into the vehicle or launch them into a vehicle. But as long as they're
Kirby.
as long as they land nearby, got fuzzy handcuffs. I was gonna get some of those.
You gotta get the pink ones though. You get the fuzzy.
I was going to, but I was like, they weren't going to show up in time, so I was like, maybe next time.
You could probably go to one of those spicy shops and pick them up.
All right. So, anyways, you can throw a hand grenade underneath the vehicle, whatever the case is, and if it is within the 15, or did we just change it to 20 foot yet?
I thought we changed it to 15.
Okay. Well, if 15 feet, make sure that you then count that as your vehicle's been disabled. Does not mean everybody inside is dead. Let's see here.
Just lost a couple legs.
The driver is invincible while driving. We're making that so that you don't make that a primary target. So if he or she's driving down the road or whatever, and getting shot in the face, I don't know, does something stupid like loses control or whatever, and then runs somebody over, that would not be good. Let's see here. Drivers are not allowed to fire at all while driving. So, like, if they decide they want to get out and start shooting, or if you see them starting to shoot from the driver's seat, they are not allowed to be moving when doing so, and then that means they are fair game. Anyone else inside the vehicle can shoot and be shot stationary or while the vehicle is in motion, so you can shoot them. Not the driver. If the driver engages in combat or steps outside of the vehicle is stationary, driver is fair game. Well, yeah, duh. Yeah, even if they're stationary, the driver's just sitting there, you can shoot them. Yeah, makes sense. Forgot about that. Running someone over does not count as a hit, and you'll get it expeditedly banned from the field and probably escorted by the cops. And you must stay on some clear paths. Some of the paths are a bit too narrow, I think, to get some of these like vehicles some of you are wanting to bring out.
Kind of at your own risk thing.
Yeah, and he stopped maintaining the fields for like Polaris side by sides and stuff, so some of the trails are a bit narrow, unlike what they used to be.
But if you drive fast enough, you might be able to clear it yourself. But that's on you. I'm not making the call.
All right, and I think that's it. Anybody else got any last questions, comments, concerns?
Few quick reminders. Make sure you have your waiver. If you pre-ordered your ticket, make sure you have that quickly accessible for when you come.
It makes it easier if you print them out, so you
yeah.
can just show them right there instead of searching for them on your phone.
Yeah. Remember, $5 a person for camping
Per night.
Per night. You're allowed to stay Saturday night. Make sure you got your batteries charged up. You got water. You got your radio charged up. If you need your radios programmed, like Darren was talking about earlier, there's links. If needs be, just message us on Discord and we can try and figure out how to get it ready for you also. Read over the tax stop. I know we just went over it, but rereading it doesn't hurt. It gets you just more knowledgeable of what everything's going to happen, so you have a better time. Is there a question on there? Trippy.
Well, if you want to know about the ES lore, I would suggest just going and reading it. But the general consensus about it is just that Russia is taking over these territories of the U.S. and we're coming back to take it back. Because fuck them Russians, right?
Negative.
It's going down. Yeah. And one last little announcement we do have. We're going to be working some more with the VFA, Veterans for Airsoft. There's an event they have in October. I think it was the 5th.
It's the weekend before my wedding. So yeah, it's the first weekend of October.
The
6th, 7th, and 8th, I believe.
yeah, it was that entire weekend. Yeah, because it's like a 3-day event.
Out in Anna, I think.
They're not programmed, Phil. But I do have a Bluetooth programmer. I'm gonna be trying it out this weekend because I got 5 radios to program. And I'll be bringing that with me so I can try to like help out the best I can on Friday or Saturday to get radios programmed.
And the veterans.
But yeah, so we'll be doing some stuff with the Veterans for Airsoft, and we're gonna try to see about doing a thing next year, maybe for Explosive Sunset or another event that we're working on or will be working on, to where like all EMS, emergency medical service people,
First
cops,
responders,
yeah, first responder type deals, and veterans can get in for free during that event, because we support our people that support us, that support the community and stuff.
That's really what it's about, though. Honestly, just giving back to the community, having a good AO with good people to come play airsoft in.
Yeah, meet some new people.
Yeah, make friends. I mean, half the time, us airsofters, we go out, we sit in the parking lot and just talk to each other half the day of open plays. So clearly, we're all pretty social. So
yeah,
it's a good community, and we like adding positive aspects to it. I mean, that's really the whole reason we got started and do all the things we do is we wanted to add a lot of positivity to the community, airsoft community in Ohio, and eventually abroad out in other neighboring states across the U.S. So that's the goal. That op in October will be at Sherwood Forest in
Indiana.
La Porte, Indiana. So
yeah, we'll be adding it to the event calendars and stuff like that, and we'll make an announcement. We're going to be one of the sponsors for it, and he was talking about too that there's VFA battle rigs or whatever that they have that they give you one and then you have to maintain it. So what maintain it means I don't 100% know yet. But then anybody that's like a veteran can come and play and use that gear. So I thought it was really,
too.
Yeah, for free.
Veterans get in for free. You're currently serving, you get in for free.
Well, I'm talking about that kit or whatever.
Oh yeah.
That's just for us to have for any veteran that wants to do it, and he can come to our field because we got a free kit. Because, like you was saying, not everybody's got $1,200 to spend on a kit.
Yeah.
And then when they do try to go buy all this stuff, they buy everything off Evike that's junk.
Yeah, half the stuff breaks. Gotta fix it. So, or it doesn't come with all the right parts off the rip. So, you guys got any last minute questions here before we wrap this up?
Yeah, this took a lot longer than I expected. I was hoping for a half hour.
Well, how long? Well, I like to talk. How long have we been shooting?
Hour and a half.
Oh, that's not too bad. I'll go rewatch it while I take a crap later or something. That's my favorite thing to do is watch live streams while I take a crap. I don't know about y'all.
And eventually we'll get stuff out all over in here too. District 7, Dunmore Lab. We're gonna build a facility out here. We'll get Dead Man's Land up and running. There's some decent area out here too to build. But this
Ghost Town will get a facelift.
I think this is we'll clean this up. We'll get this cleaned up. Then we'll probably focus on this for a bit. I think currently right now we got them set for $60, but I think I'm gonna drop them down to like $50 because they're the non-FCC compliant ones that we have, and kind of not supposed to sell them. I think
I won't tell anybody because to own a burial thing to have to get a certification is dumb. So
well,
just understand what you're using it for.
The radio is supposed to not allow you to get on frequencies you're not supposed to.
But if you know what you're doing, you do your research and you program it properly, which Darren does, you'll be all right.
Be all right. Oh, and Hamvention's coming up too. If you guys are interested in that, it's all about ham radio stuff. I might go there and buy a Yasu ham radio and check it out, see how much better it is. It's like a $500 radio, but
I'm just gonna bite the bullet and spend 12 grand on an L3 Harris setup. No, L3 Harris in Cincinnati sponsor us. I will gladly take those
lip
radios.
sealed, yeah.
So, any other questions you guys got here before we get off here?
Sounds like that's pretty much it, I think. Yeah, just remember to, if you see these that are yellow, those are in play. If they're black, they're not. And there is one more capture point over in here somewhere, and I forgot to mark it, so I will try to remember to do that tomorrow. We built 2 buildings over here. We're looking to build like 2 or 3 more over here, so or near this CP18. So like those, I think that's a lot of good capture points there we could really move around a lot, not be stagnant too much.
And we tried to do that with the capture points for you guys for spawn location. I think it allows both sides to move around fluidly and have options on how their battle plan wants to go.
Yeah, Kirby, you can do whatever you want or need to do. You know, like we're just making it where it's a never-ending game. You know, of course, get back into the game as quickly as you can because the rest of your teammates are out there trying to hold their ground, and you're not there. That's one less man they've got to help protect it all.
I did mention earlier, if you want to clarify this for me, that if they do have to go up to the parking lot to do something, that they would need to go all the way back to their fob. So, if you do have to leave the field,
yeah, that's a good idea.
Leave the game at any point to go up to the parking lot, just know that to be back into play, you will need to probably walk the outskirts of the field, get to your fob before you can be back in play.
Yeah, all guns need to be chronoed. We'll tag them all that good stuff like we always do.
There will be set times. I believe the timeline of the itinerary is on TaxStop.
Yep, first or second page.
Yeah, so for everything to get started and stay on a good timeline, we're going to be sticking to that. So make sure you guys are ready when we do that, and keep your ears out. We'll use the bullhorn, but we're going to be sticking to that timeline pretty severely. So listen up when you're there.
There is going to be no deviation from the timeline. You don't wake up in time, tough luck. We're not going to make 80, 90, 100 people wait on you.
And that's just how it is. You got to be you got to be accountable. And by doing that, it allows the maximum amount of play time for everyone. So keep yourself accountable, be self-sufficient, and make sure you hit the hit times so you have the best time possible. It's gonna be a blast. I'm super excited. Darren's going down, so.
Here's the thing. I've actually been in combat.
Oh, we're gonna pull that card. Okay. Whatever. Alright, okay. Sorry, I'm a maintainer and not an engineer. Sorry. Forgot combat arms is the best. My bad. How's your back?
Hey, don't talk about my medical problems.
It's alright. My back's messed up too.
Nah, it's all good. It's all good. It's all good fun.
I don't think there's any other questions that I'm seeing here.
Yeah, I think we're pretty good.
Yeah, and just remember, guys, we're gonna be giving you those little printouts of those maps. Where I put these right here, and like we said earlier, dry erase markers.
You talk about dead rags?
I didn't.
All right, make sure you have your damn dead rags. If you don't, we have them. It is going to be also mandatory for this event because, like, if you got to get off the field and come back on, you better be having that thing up. I know that one side's black and the other side's red.
But it's got red. You'll be able to see it.
Yeah, it looked cool, so I did it that way. I'll get it all red next time with the black embroidery or whatever.
And for your OG players that came out when we were at Battlegrounds, You can use those old orange ones we had too.
Yeah,
'cause
as
those
long
are
as-
really bright. I
yeah,
still have mine, so
Yeah, the high vis ones that we used to sell. I think we still have some too that we
probably
could sell them for
bring
a
out
couple
the
couple
OG
bucks.
ones, put them
Yeah,
on sale or something.
and
Collector's items at
I
this point.
haven't played Airsoft in 8 months. Luckily, I ain't got to run anywhere. So
Oh, that's right. I played more recently than you.
I'll be in. I'll be in the talk, so I won't
I'm
have to go
sitting
anywhere.
down. Yeah, I'm sitting my happy ass in the talk.
I still have to get my kid out and even make sure it functions.
And it
so-
sat in that trailer so long, it's probably got dust all over. You're gonna have to shop.
It's actually in the barn right now. I think.
Oh, so it's even more dusty.
Special missions, objectives for night portion. Not necessarily. No. It's just going to be basically, I think once the nighttime happens, that's when it's going to be like it's like all on knockout. Like anybody can enter any territory. That's usually how we ran Explosive Sunset and Nighthawk. Is like we kind of wait till the nighttime before we like let people like really throw down.
That's when the real stuff happens, anyways.
There's a fuck.
That's a good one, Trippy. Put that on a T-shirt.
Yeah, that's where I'll be for all like
Not
12,
a dirty,
14 hours.
nasty hole, a clean hole.
But I'll make sure my gun's shooting just well and stuff, so I'll be able to take y'all out. Maybe I'll get some tripwire out there. So.
Maybe I bring my Rhino out, my CO2 Rhino, like the hand cannon thing. Maybe
Yeah.
I'll bring that out. And drop
Yeah.
SF dudes.
Yeah, because we gotta have fun too. You
Yeah.
know, other than staring at a map for 14 hours. You know.
Yeah.
So
I'm just gonna bring a bag of Red Man and really enjoy myself.
There you
go
go.
through a whole bag.
might pick up dipping again and be sitting there for so long.
It's all natural. It's not like it's like straight cut.
One thing I did notice too, like when we were putting up those points, they had like a bunch of stay out signs like right here because the firing range.
Yeah.
I don't know. I wonder if we
We
have
could
to.
probably mark that better tomorrow. Or just ask. We could communicate with Bud to make sure that's.
Well,
up.
the weird thing is there are freaking trails out there that
Yeah.
you can try. I don't know. I mean, I
We'll
guess
just talk outside.
as long as they're not actually shooting out there.
I've
probably
never
okay.
seen anybody shoot at that range anyway.
I bet I could get Darren that shirt by ES. I would so wear it.
Do it,
I would
do it.
So wear it.
Get it and make sure it says Fobbits lose like warriors. Something like that.
Mouth cancer speed run.
Sorry, my brain don't work too good.
But yeah, so we just hope everybody has fun, has a good time. And if anything gets hosed up, don't get. Yeah, that's the other thing. Don't get discouraged when people aren't calling their hits. It's airsoft. You know it's going to happen. Let a ref know. Let one of us know. Whatever the case is. If you did not hear a rule come from one of us, especially not from me, then it's not a rule. All right. So get confirmation by a ref and or me. If some of our refs are kind of new, so they're learning some stuff, learning the ways of G2. So hopefully they will have enough pride to actually get in touch with one of us that do know what's going on.
And
So-
for the love of God, please pay attention.
Extra large.
Pay close attention during briefs. Those briefs are there for you guys, and if you're lollygagging or talking, you're gonna miss something, and then it's gonna cause an issue later on in the game. I get it. You maybe don't want to have to, sit through it or whatever, but you have to listen up during brief.
Yeah, Milsims, you definitely get out of it what you put into it.
100%. Yeah.
Yeah, like even when we went to Brushy Mountain, like that was a total crap show.
If you
And-
guys have never heard about it, good, but they even gave a brief,
yeah,
but nobody could hear them.
yeah, no one could hear them. So like most of us were kind of like wondering like what's going on, and then they didn't even really know because like they were they changed out like how they were sending people out, and they were sending people out in waves and stuff. So like we were kind of sitting up.
But we'll use the bullhorn so you don't have to worry about not hearing us.
Yeah,
Trust me.
it'll all be good.
We'll make sure you guys have every opportunity to hear the brief, but it's up to you to pay attention so you know what's going on. Because if you do something that goes against the rules, everybody got the brief, so you're going to be held accountable to that.
Yeah, and if there's something you don't understand, or
Ask.
definitely read over it again, even after this, let us know. We'll get it corrected. The better we can make that tax op, the better it's going to be for everybody that might want to get into it. So,
And we're constantly tweaking the tax op, so that's why we.
I just
read
added a
it so
couple
often.
things today.
Exactly. So just read through it every once in a while, just so you're up to date. But I think that's about it, guys. You got anything else?
No. Just check our public events thing. We posted our list of where we're going, some local places around town, or I should say around the state. One up in, well, we didn't add Bristol yet. Bristol,
Yeah, we're gonna
Wisconsin.
be going out to Bristol.
That was
I'll
in
have to
September,
look it.
right?
Yeah, I think we got 2 events we're gonna be doing or places we're going in September. One will be Airsoft Den. I think that's in Northern Ohio. We've been wanting to check them out and go see those guys.
Yeah, we're going to Pike next month, right?
Yeah, the month of May. Yeah, we're going to be going to Pike County out in Waverly, where we used to actually host events. Great AO, the owner's a great guy, Bobby. So if you guys want to come out and join us, feel free.
We'll be going to MK Medina in November, I think it is.
Yeah.
Because it'll be a little cold out, so it'll be great. It'll be
Indoor
indoors.
will be better in the cold time. So we're also going to go. Oh, what was the other one? Oh, we're going to AMS's. What is it? Arsenal.
Arsenal next month, yeah.
Or
no, it's
June.
June.
In June, we're going to be going to AMS Arsenal. So if you guys want to play against us, play with us, you know, that's posted on the Discord. So feel free to come on out and play with us. You know, we don't get to play so much when we're at our field because we got to run it for you guys, but we'd love to have you guys come out where we go places, support other local fields, and go to big ops like AMS. Come play with us. It'll be a good time.
Yeah, and one of the great things about going out and doing this stuff together is we can see like what was fun there and make it at our field. I mean, we got, I believe, the largest field in Ohio.
Yeah, at least in our region. I don't know about all of Ohio, but I have I have a feeling that we might have the biggest amount of playable space.
So I mean, there's nothing that we can't do at our field. So we'll make it happen. But anyhow, I think we'll just call it there. Anybody's got any questions, whatever, be sure to get on Discord where we're at, discord.gg/G2Tact, and ask away on there. If you did buy tickets and you haven't gotten the permissions or whatever, get a hold of Alex or me, and we will get you those permissions so that you can be a part of the Discord chats that happen in there. That's it. Anything else? Largest field and Ohio top 3 in the tri-state area. Hot diggity, dude.
Yeah.
Hot diggity.
And we've literally just got started with the building on it, so there's a lot of potential. Just gonna take some time because of building costs and our availability capacity.
I wish we had a whole like time lapse, like a drone that was up above, like just took a time lapse photo of everything that we've done till now. Like
I'd like to see
crazy.
that of Battlegrounds too.
Battlegrounds we didn't get to do much too because everybody kept destroying it and we just kept rebuilding what they destroyed. So.
Those squatters kind of caused some issues.
Yeah, and setting shit on fire.
Yeah.
All right. Anyhow, you all have a good one. We'll meet you on Discord. We'll see you.
See you guys.
See you next weekend. Jesus, it's right around the corner too.
Better get your kid out.
I know. Tomorrow. No, I can't tomorrow. Sunday. All right. Have a good one, everybody.